Hello everybody, this is Troll Homestead again with the second video on the progress of the pond. So as you can see, we're getting everything set up here. Here's the corrugated pipe that's going to go down in the ground to relieve some of the pressure and water buildup if any gets underneath the tarp, the liner. I have the skimmer box here that is now flush with where the water is going to be. Here is the supply line going up to the waterfall feature from the skimmer box that will have my pump inside of here that gets hidden inside of this skimmer box. So if you look down in here, that will actually have the pond pump, and it will pump the water from here all the way up to the waterfall feature up at the top here. So as you can see, we have a nice buildup going on here. It's going to be about a foot of a drop, maybe a little bit farther than that for the last step going into the pond. So we'll have a nice sound for the pond, and then every one of these steps here that leads up to the waterfall feature is going to be about 6 inches or larger. Here at the top, it will be another about a foot or so drop to each one of these steps, which will have the flagstone that I have here. We'll have a big piece of flagstone that will go there right on top of the liner, and it will make it look really beautiful. Here's all the flagstone that I have. Also, this is another update video on Troll Homestead progress as well. We have all these gojis that have been planted, as was said in an earlier video. So they are doing super nice. You can see that they're nice and green. They're already putting off flowers, budding to put off some more berries. So that's nice and beautiful. The leaves are green. They're happy. I went ahead and put some chicken mulch in here from the chicken manure compost that I'm making myself. So it's doing nicely, adding some acidity to the soil because we have definitely more alkaline soil over here. So also I have put in some more trees. So this one is going to be the pistachio trees. This is the male, which is marked with the blue down here at the bottom. I did add some sand here because it does like sandy soil. It did come with some sandy aggregates in there. So I went ahead and mixed a little bit more sand. This is actually from the ocean, so we'll have some micronutrients to add to the soil as well. The sister plant over here, or the wife plant rather, is going to be the female, which will then produce the actual nut and give us some fruit off of there, which is doing beautifully. The leaves are curling right now. It is getting adapted to the circumstance of where it's at, the environment, the heat, all those things, and trying to actually maintain growth. So it will have a little bit of struggle to start with, but then it will come back nice and hardy like my other plants. So we have the all-in-one almonds that had been planted. These ones are doing even better than those pistachios. Pistachios are a little bit harder to grow, so it will take some time also for them to reach their maturity. It might be 7 years or so before I even see any fruit from them, but they're the long-term harvest idea. This all-in-one almond is actually producing almond right away. I did show you that the last time. It's still there. It's coming back. It's coming nice and straight and beautiful, and it's starting to put off new leaves, if you can see here up at the top. Beautiful, beautiful plant. This other all-in-one almond needed to be straightened up a little bit, so I went ahead and staked it again. Now it's growing beautifully again with the new growth here at the top, and making some really good steady progress in growth. So over in this direction is going to be where this rock is going to be some pink grapefruit that I'd like to put in right here. And these apple trees are also a new addition, along with all this rock that I have for my pond that's gonna go in the inside. So as you can see, I have pea gravel over there on the far side, and this is the river rock, the smaller river rock that we're gonna go ahead. This is about 2 inches in diameter, so that my kids can put their feet in the water and not get any jaggedy rocks. It's gonna be really beautiful. There's also some bigger river rock that's gonna go down in the bottom, and some lava rock, as I discussed with you earlier. It'll also be mixed in with the waterfall feature and make it nice and beautiful with some concreting it in after we get the liner and the underlayment in. So this is the nice big beautiful hole. Some friends from my church and some of their kids came out to help me to dig the hole. I just want to give a shout out to them. They're wonderful people. They provided me with some much needed help because I had been digging at 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday and killing myself trying to move all these rocks, and so they came and helped me, and I appreciate them so much. So I just want to give a shout out to them for their wonderful work here in helping me to be more self-sustainable and be able to get some tilapia going for us to eat. So I just really appreciate them very much, and just wanted to tell them how I feel because they have definitely been a good influence in my life, and thank you for their efforts. So the plan here is to be able to get this to go deeper than where it is right now. It's going to be larger than 1.5 feet for the first platform area. The where the skimmer box is right here is about 20 inches down below the surface. That's about how far we're going to go with the first level. So that will be a little bit more than 2 feet, going all the way, the whole way around this whole entire thing and down to the bottom. So it's a lot of work, a lot of work, and a lot of dirt that needs to be built up for the waterfall feature. So as you can see, it's like a stair structure. Then I'll be able to put some sand and level it out so that I can put the stones. Right up there is a little bit tall, so I'm gonna need to keep building that platform up a little bit more, brim up the edges right here in this area, so we'll meet up with the top of this area over here so it can hide more the waterfall feature up at the top. So it's coming together really beautifully. The sandstone's gonna go over the top of it, concreted all these things together after we put the underlayment and the 45 millimeter tarp up on the top that is actually made of some really heavy duty rubber material. So it's gonna be beautiful. It did cost a little bit more for those materials, but it's worth it because we're gonna have a quality pond that's gonna last us for a long time. So beautiful rocks on the outside. Underlayment's going to be tucked underneath these rocks and back further, and then we have the wall built up that we had to tamp in and make all compacted so that this baby is not going to go anywhere for a long time. So this is my update on the pond, and I just want to tell you all that I'm grateful for your support, and feel free to subscribe and find more videos when I produce them in the future. Thank you.